Wouldn't you know it? To start season 12, there's a technical difficulty which put us a few minutes behind. And I agree. Delete, delete, delete. We're changing up the things because today is officially the start of season 12 of Snowman in the Morning.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe it?
Man,
I certainly can.
right?
All right, enough perfunctory. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Of course. Oh yeah!
Let's get it.
Your microphone's being stupid again.
Well, don't feel bad. I still got other stuff I got to deal with because apparently my landlord's going to be coming by shortly. Welcome to season 12. Everything is scuffed.
Good morning and welcome to indeed the season 12 Manic Monday opener of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This will be, I can't say this won't be minus technical difficulties. Hell, just went through one. But this, under direct order of Dr. K, will be minus a few voids. And I think you know the few voids we're going to be without. Have to be without. Yeah. And there's an emergency that I need to fulfill, and I need you guys to help me. This first hour, of course, is powered by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. The intro package is finished, but I fell asleep before I can upload it.
Oh, don't you just love that?
I did. I sat in here and did everything, timed everything, and I'm ready to upload it, but then my body said, go to bed.
Right?
My body said no. So here we are. Major League Baseball has reached its all-star break. The WNBA is headed the same way. Football on the docket and a Monday takeover. I'll explain that before we come to it.
Yes, sir.
How was your weekend, my friend?
Oh, crazy is as crazy does, man. You know, between helping out with other streams, in which, by the way, we've got a lot of people already popping off in the chat. Whether it is Rising Rhino, What Up Ooze, Play-by-Play with JJ, the Breakaway Podcast, and of course, the ever-beloved and oh-so-cute queen, Miss Genevieve Yoso. Check her out on Twitch at Genevieve_Yoso. We've got this party popping already.
Yeah, we're off and rolling.
Add to the fact, yesterday, hung out with some friends, had a few brewskis, had a barbecue because it was actually nice.
Oh, I think that's how I met you, after you had a few brewskis in your system.
Something like that, yeah.
And I can't look. I can't complain because the same night you met me, I had a few brewskis. Which of the radio stations allowed you to promote me? Genevieve, here's your answer. All of them.
All of them.
We just can't go full Pat McAfee because I want to pay these guys and I want to help out my family. So I got a direct order from Dr. K this morning.
Yeah, we can't exactly go George Carlin special like we did last week.
No George Carlin, no Richard Pryor, no Lewis Black, we can't do it.
No Eddie
Pat
Murphy.
No Eddie Murphy, no Pat McAfee, none of that.
No Bernie Mac.
No Bernie. Oh God, no Bernie Mac. No Bernie. We can't do. But if Victor was here, oh Lord,
I know, right?
Can't do that either. So that's the significant change in how we're going to do the show. But we are going to bring the comedy. We are going to bring the hot takes. We're going to bring the cold hard facts. And speaking of cold hard facts, let's get to it. Who's in the home run derby?
Matter of fact, let me just take a quick look because I know that there's been a couple of adjustments made because Acuna dropped out, so Matt Olson had to go in.
And it's in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. Go figure. So he's going to get a roar.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of them getting roars.
Didn't Olson hit 50 regular season like 2 years ago?
Something like that. Yeah,
it was either last year or 2 years ago where Olson hit 50.
Right. I'm looking at it right now. It is Cal Raleigh who's leading the league in home runs. O'Neal Cruz, James Wood, Byron Buxton, Matt Olson, Junior Caminero, Brent Rooker, and Jazz Chisholm.
Okay, I already got my winner.
Yeah, I think I got mine too.
Say it.
Believe it or not, I'm taking O'Neal Cruz.
I'm not.
Who do you got?
I'm going with number 29.
Big Dumpa?
I'm going with the Dumpa.
I can't say I blame you, but
I'm going with look, O'Neal Cruz versus Cal Raleigh in an extended swing off to win it.
I could see that.
Instead of it being a 3-hour broadcast, it'd be a 4-hour broadcast because those two can't stop.
No, they can't. I mean, Cal right now is on pace to get real close to what Barry did in 2001.
What's he got right now? 38?
38, yes.
38. So he was one off the
all-time record.
Yep, one off the record, all-time record Barry Bonds had with 39 in the first half.
Yeah, and to think that Barry smacked 73.
Mm-hmm. 01, was it not?
Yes, it was. 2001, he broke the record.
2001. Okay, what we're also going to do is I'm going to make some adjustments on the fly. So you guys will see the full package after all with what all we have in mind. Hey, I got a new boom mic. Well, it's an old one, but
hey, whatever works, right?
Yep, I had to bend the daylights out of this one.
Well, sometimes you got to jerry rig things to make them work.
How many years have we said that?
Too many.
How many years have we said that on the air?
Way too many.
Way too many. All right. Since we're at the All-Star break, what's a surprise for you?
The collapse of the Yankees in the AL East.
Mm-hmm. You went the same way I was going to go.
Honestly, they went from having such a monstrous lead early in the season to, if I remember correctly, I think they're like 3.5 back now.
Let's take a look at the standings here. The Blue Jays are 2 games ahead of the Yankees.
Okay, 2 games.
3 ahead of your where'd it go? 3 ahead of your Red Sox, 5.5 ahead of Tampa Bay, and then there's Baltimore.
Yeah, and the thing is, right now, all of us up here in the Beantown area don't want the All-Star break.
Mm-mm.
We have gone a straight stretch 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest reason for that is the man in center field, Cedon Rafaela.
Cedon Rafael, from 2 games under to 8 games over. But the biggest surprise for me, 2 of them. 1, the instant rise of the Houston Astros.
Yep.
And 2, my other wild card pick, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, Toronto
Blue Jays don't want the All-Star break either. They are smoking hot.
7-3 in their last 10. The only team,
Mm-hmm.
the only other teams that have been doing that, Kansas City's gone 7-3, and looking in the National League, Milwaukee's gone 8-2.
Mm-hmm. And the Brewers have climbed with it. Oh, come on, Milwaukee! Come on, Milwaukee! I love seeing the Arcus with us. I love seeing the Astros are in a slump. Well, I hate to inform you of this, Arcu, but they wiped out a 10-game deficit, and though they went 1-5 in their last 6 games before the All-Star break, they kind of still hold a 5-game lead over the Mariners, and we get to put their butts away after the break.
And right now,
the
Wild.
Yes, before y'all ask. Yes, I'm doing all 3 of those.
And right now, speaking of wild card, it goes in the American League. It goes to the Yankees, Red Sox, and Seattle. And in the National League, it is Milwaukee, New York, and San Diego.
That's going to change.
Oh yeah,
that's going to change because San Diego will not make the wild card, and I have a good reason why.
Oh,
they're out in the Bay.
Yeah, true.
They're out in the Bay. They're as close as 4 games to the Dodgers. My best Ben Scully voice. Now they trail by 6. They've lost their last 2. LA has won their last 2, but only 6 games separate the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants in the West. And they got to beat each other up another 12 times.
I'm going to tell you right now, another thing you need to look out for is the National League East. Philadelphia and New York are only separated by half a game. Everyone else is in the dust. So it's going to be a 2-horse race out there.
It's a 2-horse race all the way to the finish. And there are 2 more series with the Phillies and the Mets.
Yeah.
And if y'all want great Phillies coverage, check out the channel Play-by-Play with JJ. He does, over-the-top, excellent coverage of all things Philadelphia. Phillies, Eagles, 76ers, Flyers. He's got a great podcast there too. So make sure you check that out.
I mean, I'm looking through everything right now. The American League Central is a runaway. Detroit has smoked the field there.
Detroit's lit them on fire and burned the division to a crisp. Houston's about to do the same thing in the West.
Yeah.
Because they get 3 in Seattle against Seattle.
Yes.
They get 3 again, even though, like I said, lost 5 of 6 going into the All-Star break. Seattle's won 3 in a row, but Seattle's boogeyman is Houston.
Yeah, it is.
And guess who's coming back for Houston after the All-Star break? Yordan Alvarez.
Oh, Yordan's coming back after the All-Star break. There's some pop coming back into the lineup.
That's the thing. 14 injuries, 14 people on the injured list for Houston, and yet they're up 5 games in the West.
I mean, look at what we've done here in Boston with the injuries we've had to deal with. Mm-hmm. And we literally just get Bregman back before the All-Star break.
Yep, which is a big addition to that lineup.
Yes.
Now finally. I just want Bregman to stay healthy.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
I want Bregman to stay healthy. Yeah. Arco, who's your team? I forgot who his team is. I think he's a Yankees fan. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Right.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. Hey, listen. You want to hear a weird story? The White Sox are 8 games ahead of last year's pace. In fact, they won more in the first half this year than they won all of last year.
Well, at least the team's improving.
This is true. Well, actually, they're 9 back. They're 9 back of that. They're at 32. They won 41 last year, but 32 in the first half for this young team.
I mean, we all knew they were going to.
Hey, look at the improvement.
We all knew they were going to be rebuilding the next few seasons.
Yep.
And they're showing life now.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they're not going to be They're not going to be in competition for the playoffs. That's a given.
And the draft happened, so they get some reinforcements.
Yeah, the draft actually had a lot of good prospects going.
Oh, yeah. So it's Houston, Toronto, and Detroit, your division leaders in the American League. Philadelphia by half a game, then the Cubs, that'll change, and the Dodgers in the National League. Who are the National League wild cards? Tell me again.
National League wild cards are Milwaukee, New York, and San Diego.
Milwaukee will not be a wild card.
They've got a 4-game advantage. New York has a 2.5 game advantage.
I have a reason for what I just said.
Okay.
They're going to win the division.
Which then would put Chicago as the wild card.
They won't make it either.
You think they're going to fall that far flat?
Who are we talking about here?
True, but I mean, they've gone 6-4 in their last 10.
The great Tom Brenneman, who I had on this show 4 years ago, said it best. But we are talking about the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, true. I mean, they'd have to drop 6.5 games to get to St. Louis's level.
Mm-hmm. And St. Louis has gone through hell. Doggone it. St. Louis has gone through you know what.
Man, you can say hell and damn. That's fine.
Okay.
It's just the other 4 we can't use.
Unfortunately, St. Louis has gone through hell. You know who I'm disappointed in?
Try me.
Washington.
Yes. They had so much hype going into this season, and they have fallen flat.
17 games out in the National League East. Another team I'm disappointed in, but not surprised they're in this position, is Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's gone through it, but they've also been injury riddled.
Yeah, they have been injury riddled. I am just so disappointed in Washington. I expected them to compete for the division title.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
That was my third horse in the 3-horse race in the National League East: Philadelphia, New York, and Washington.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Washington, between injuries and just inconsistent play, they've been hurt.
2-8 in their last 10 games. They've lost 4 in a row.
Then how Boston came in and whooped them.
Is this how you really want Bob Carpenter to go out in his last season, Washington? Come on now. And yes, the great Bob Carpenter is retiring after this year.
Unfortunately, I don't think Washington's got much of a choice as far back as they are.
No, they don't. They don't. You know what I'm going to do after Carpenter retires? I'm going to get him on the show, and then I'm going to invest in like 4 of his scorebooks to get ready for the next 4 years of doing baseball.
I could see that.
To the National League Central we go. 2-horse race, Cubs and Brewers. And the Cubs were ahead of the Brewers by 6 games once upon a time. And then Milwaukee said, oh, yeah, watch this. And they're right back in it.
Yeah, Milwaukee has really started to put the surprise on people.
Mm-hmm. Dear Chicago Cubs, here they come. Sign, Milwaukee.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, but you know the first series I'm going to watch coming out of the break is the first series I'm going to cover, Astros and Mariners.
Yeah, that's going to be major.
Oh, that's a major series. That's in Seattle. If Houston wins 2 out of 3, I think it's game, set, match for the division.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but Seattle's also been known to go on streaks late season. So, I mean, I think we'd have to reserve that towards August, September.
True. But this is a big series either way for both teams.
Easily.
Houston to establish their dominance, Seattle to get back in the race. Because over the course of the weekend, they shaved 2 games off of the Astros lead in the West.
Yeah.
It's now 5 games. But think of the way the season started for Seattle for the second straight year. For the second straight year, Seattle roared out to a lead. And then they crashed.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way to put it is they legitimately crashed.
They absolutely crashed. So who are you watching? Who are you guys watching for? Put your team in the chat down below.
Hang on a second.
We're going to head to a break. And when we come back, more sports talk as we launch season 12 of Snowman in the Morning. Isn't it grand? Snowman in the Morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
And we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business. Also, just make some awesome friends.
They said the W couldn't catch fire, but in Indiana, the fever's already burning. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Full Court Fever tips off on Snowman Multimedia. All in on the WNBA. All eyes on the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. The next dynasty in the making? Join Brian Snow for the deep dives, the hot takes, and the real stories from the hardwood. Full Court Fever, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on Snowman Multimedia. This is Fever Basketball.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
and how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Williams stood at 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmaker's blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
All of it, between 2 people and 4 nostrils, all of it was gone. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I intend to get Chris Bass back on the lineup. I don't know how.
Where in the hell did you find that clip?
I had to dig for that.
Apparently.
I had to dig for that. Before we go any further, folks, do me a favor. Old Snowman and his family is in a bit of an emergency, and part of it concerns my wife. So before we sign off today, if you can help us out with a Cash App donation, it is very, very, very important to me and to her and to my family. So if anybody can help throughout the course of the show with a Cash App donation or a super chat, we prefer Cash App today, considering it is an emergency, we would be very much appreciated. Now back to business.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody watched the NBA Summer League? No? Okay, next subject.
Not really. No, I mean, they shut down Cooper Flag early.
Cooper Flag gonna be. You know what?
Man, Cooper
I'm gonna
Flag's gonna
say
be something
something.
else.
I'm gonna say something that a lot of Mavericks fans won't like. I'm gonna say something that a lot of other fans won't like.
Being
Cooper Flag, you're gonna be a bust.
You really think so?
No, but it was fun to say. Listen, I'm taking a wait and see approach when it comes to Cooper Flag.
I mean, he did put up 32 points in a game.
I know he scored more than Bronny did in 3 games, but this is Summer League, doggone it.
Man scored more points in Summer League than Bronny scored in his NBA career so far.
Ouch.
I'm just saying.
No lie. I mean, no lie, but
ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a case
which proves what we said all along. Bronny James sucks.
Yeah, well, that all ranks right up there with some of the rumors that I have found that have come across my desk.
Yeah, I saw the rumors, and if one of them comes to fruition, I quit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would quit.
Quit.
A lot of people would quit if that came to fruition. And what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? The rumor mill on the block is there's at least a minimum of 4 teams that are looking to trade to get LeBron James.
And one of them just happens to be my team, or one of my teams, the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
If they trade for LeBron, I quit. I have a lot of memorabilia from the decades where I watched real basketball. I got the feeling I'm gonna wind up quitting.
If he ends up in Golden State,
to Mike Dunleavy Jr., don't make that trade, please. Let him suffer.
I mean, the fact is, how many teams are going to be able to take on his contract?
Look, we're not going to. Arku with us in the chat. If he stayed one more year at USC, it would have been better for him. No, it would not have. He needed all 4 years.
True.
Minus his dad chirping in his ear. Lonzo Ball, anybody? We need to see. You know what?
No.
I'm gonna get you, Victor.
You know what? I'm gonna get him because I already got it right here in front of me.
Play it.
This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation.
Actually, I had this in mind. Okay, Victor. After 25 years, you're gonna mess with me like that? Take this.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me.
My wife saw it and said, turn it off.
I was about to say, I'm going to save everybody and turn it off.
My wife saw that and said, please turn that off.
Yes, please.
Bronny needed to be redshirted and then play 4 years at USC.
Yes, that would have been so much better for him.
Mm-hmm. Would have worked.
It would have.
Would have worked a lot. Would have worked a lot better.
Yeah,
a lot better if Bronny would have redshirted and then played all 4 years. And you know who the perfect coach for Bronny would have been?
Who?
God bless this man, Billy Cunningham.
I could see that.
Matter of fact, I'll tell you a couple of legends who would have been good as Bronny's coach and then told Bron, get out of my face. Billy Cunningham, Casey Jones, Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson especially.
Phil Jackson would have.
Phil Jackson would not have put up with his bull. You know what? You know what?
This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation.
And as for you, Snowman, Colin Kaepernick, oh God. We're living through the same nightmare because your nightmare, as I had Kaepernick, you got Dak Prescott. Wait a minute. For a while, Victor, You had Jason Garrett as your coach, which ain't so bad because we had Mike Nolan for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, now they finally got rid of Pennywise, but the problem is they still got Dak.
No, the problem is they brought in Brian Schottenheimer.
Blake, you ain't right. Patrick Mahomes is coming in here with the Tuukka Rask line.
Here you go. Yeah. Tuukka Rask.
Y'all ain't right.
It's fun, though.
Y'all still ain't right.
Look, I know I'm going to get smacked upside the head by Father Cochran for making this joke, but I'll say it anyway. Sports-wise, y'all know my bones in the closet, and half of them belong to the New York Giants.
Yeah, I'm sure Cochran's going to have fun with that one. And
half of them belong to the New York Football Giants, okay? That's why I love Bill Parcells.
Yeah. And Rhino, we're sticking to 11-1, but when football season starts up, we will be going 10-1.
We will indeed. We will indeed be going 10-1 when football starts. And it's going to be
only expect those shows on really Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Because we have to do picks.
Mm-hmm. We got to do picks. We got to bring Deets in. Deb Wicked. Oh my gosh.
We're going to have Hollywood Squares.
We're going to play Hollywood Squares making picks.
Yes.
We're going to play Hollywood Squares making picks, folks.
Yes.
Deb's going to be here. Droid's going to be here. Who else? Deets is going to be here. Pizzle's going to be. Oh God. Pizzle's.
And we're going to have rotating personalities on there as well.
Oh yeah. So if y'all see me queue up the Hollywood Squares theme from back in 1969, you know what's coming.
And then by the end of it all, these are the predictions sure to go wrong, brought to you by BetUS.com. When the games begin, get me the hell out of here.
Oh my God. Pizzle's a Dolphins fan.
R2, do not swear like that in the chat.
Ever.
Snowman to the moon.
Hey, I'm there every day. I'm happily married.
Good point.
I can counter that. I'm there every day, man.
Good point.
I know Rhino is a Colts fan.
Yep.
I am married to a Colts. I'm happily married to a Colts fan. And I got a putty tab once we get out. You want to go out, Pumpkin? There you go, buddy. Go on. Thank you.
Yeah.
The orange kitty wanted out.
Yeah, well, they're also finicky and don't know how to make their minds up. Don't you dare.
I'm not. I swear I'm not. But I do have to go get some water. I'll be right back.
Sick. It was a joke. Calling Pizzle a Giants fan. Yeah.
What are you doing here being finicky again and talking about your sex life? We don't need that here.
Damn it, oh cockhead, get out of here. We don't need you right now. If anything, you ought to go after Snowman for bringing up bones in the closet thanks to the New York Football Giants.
Well, it's your fault. You started it with the bones.
I was just making a reference to what's wrong with the Boston sports teams. It's not my fault your mind belongs over in the bang bus.
Okay, I have to change the joke now because I got yelled at. Right. So I made the joke, and then my producer behind me, that don't belong on the radio. Oops. Sorry, honey.
And there's the shutdown for the day. There's the shutdown for the day. Half hour into the show,
I have
everybody.
been busted by my doctor.
We are only a half hour in, and we have been officially shut down.
We have been officially shut down. At least it's not as bad as it was last week.
Oh, God.
I will not repeat the line that was said, but we've had 2 shutdown moments.
We had 4.
4?
We had Playmaker do it twice.
Yes, Playmaker did do it twice.
We had BGS with the ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
And then while my friend showed up Friday, Jen shut things down.
We should. You know what we're gonna do?
Work.
You know what we're gonna do, and I think it'll help. All right, if y'all keep it clean along with us, we'll invite a guest up to say something, to make a joke about one of our sports teams and shut the show down.
Yes.
I figure why not?
Yes.
I figure why not?
Exactly. So if y'all got the ultimate one-liner that can end things, let us
Bring
know.
it on. Bring it on. What, Winnie?
Even the cat wants to get in on the one-line action.
Look, even Winnie and Pumpkin are like, man, get me out of here. I don't want to do anything yet.
Man, get me out of this before we get closed off. We don't want to be here when the nukes get fired.
So we got our shutdown of the day.
Yep.
My beautiful bride did so.
Yep. This shutdown of the day was brought to you by SeatGeek. You're welcome.
Use it.
Use
it. We got to use it.
Yes.
We got to use it.
Yes. The shutdown of the day was brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Snowman for $20 off your purchase, no matter where you want to go, whether it's MLB in the second half of the season, NBA when it gets ready to tip off, or the NFL, or your favorite concert. Use code Snowman for $20 off your first purchase.
We got it. We got it. We got to use it.
Only on SeatGeek, where fans
we got to use it.
And fan.
We got to use it.
You're welcome.
How did you get that cat on the green screen before? Well, Winnie just happened to be in my lap.
Yep.
Winnie just is that the one you're talking about, Rhino? Anyway, no one watches Summer League, but I know RC covers Summer League, so that's a new niche for him. And I love that he does that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Really, Blake? Really? Malcolm Subban? Really? Really? Really?
The second quarter of the first hour brings a round of jokes no one expected.
This round of jokes is brought to you by Fanatics.
Hey, I stopped.
But everyone else didn't.
But they didn't.
You might have, but the rest of the crowd said, "Screw this."
Mm-hmm.
We're still going.
We're still at it.
It's like being a logical Cowboys fan when they're getting their butts kicked 38-0.
Quit. Quit.
Logical fan says, "I know we're dead," but everyone else is like, "We still got a shot." No, you don't.
Week 5, 2 years ago.
Yep.
There you go.
Zach Hamill. Dear God.
Week 5, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Victor already knew what was going to happen.
Yep.
Victor already knew it. He came in midway through the third quarter and just goes, "Is it over?"
And of course, Sick Diggy getting in on the fun. This bad joke was brought to you by Big Disaster Florist. We've got bouquets for any disaster and apology. Big Disaster Florist. Push the limits instead of pushing daisies. And Dr. P. Booty Johnson, orthopedic. Get y'all out so y'all don't end up being booty.
And we're now really off and rolling.
Booty!
That too.
Now we're really off and rolling.
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh, dear God. I don't even know what to title this segment when I do the podcast version. So let's take a break. When we come back, more shenanigans. And then hour 2 is going to be taken over by Allison Moran.
Oh, we thought we had our mic drop early, man. We gonna get it on hour 2.
We gonna get it. Because I had to push her to Friday, and then Friday didn't work out because of an emergency, which we're still working on. I'm going to leave this up during the break. And Friday happened, and then I forgot I talked to her and said, "Can you come on Monday?" She says, "Yeah, I can come on Monday." And then Monday happens, and Monday is here, and she's going to be here at the top of the hour. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think the song is aptly said. It's just another manic Monday.
We're back after this.
Hey!
Hit that. Do it again.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
They said the W couldn't catch fire, but in Indiana, the fever's already burning. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Full Court Fever tips off on Snowman Multimedia. All in on the WNBA. All eyes on the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. The next dynasty in the making? Join Brian Snow for the deep dives, the hot takes, and the real stories from the hardwood. Full Court Fever, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on Snowman Multimedia. This is Fever Basketball.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I made a mistake during the break.
Oh, what'd you do now?
This happened.
Haven't I told you the dangers of doing that?
I know. You, Wise, McCoffee, my wife, everybody has told me the dangers of that. But
so why'd you do it?
Because something found me.
Oh, hell.
Exactly. And I said,
Oh, hell no!
I can't believe this is in the season opener, but I've got to do it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Oh God, why?
I tried.
Oh, lovely.
I truly tried. But a frivolity found me. First,
This moment of bronzexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
give me this camera.
Oh, take it, please.
Dear Shannon Sharp, did you attend this school instead of Savannah State?
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating, high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
You deal with this. I got to meet up with the landlord downstairs.
Shannon Sharp posed a question, and it's one of the stupidest questions I've ever heard. When Shannon Sharp said, quote, if Jordan was so great, how come he never scored 40,000 points like LeBron James? Close quote. I'll read it again. I don't know why I'm torturing myself this way, but I'll read it again. Shannon Sharp, in a poster I'm looking here on the monitor to my left, said, quote, if Jordan was so great, how come he never scored 40,000 points like LeBron James? Close quote. Okay, Shannon. I have two answers for your question. Number one, he was winning championships. And number two, he didn't care about scoring titles. Unlike LeBron James, who was focused on stats, MJ wanted to win championships, which led to LeBron saying the most ridiculous thing ever, one of the most ridiculous thing ever about ring culture. Shannon Sharp, you stupid idiot. You are a fool. Okay? You're a fool. Why didn't he score 40,000? Why didn't he score 40,000 points like LeBron James has? Because LeBron James is so focused on stats, it's not even funny. It's blinding him. It's blinding him. Good, Greg and Miggets. I don't have enough time or enough fuel to pour into this. I agree with play-by-play with JJ.
You fool!
I agree. I 100% agree with that statement. I mean, it's like comparing Joel Embiid to Julius Erving. There ain't no comparison. We know Dr. J's better. No, change that. It's like comparing Joel Embiid to Moses Malone. Is there really any comparison with that? These bronzexuals have been trying for years and years and years, forever and ever, amen, to compare LeFlop James to the king, Michael Jordan. I'll say it again. These bronzexuals, and I'll stop there before I go on an extended sentence, which will have my wife yelling at me again, are trying to compare a false star to the king. Stop it, please. It's the same thing. They come up with these narrative stats. And yes, I'm using that word. They come up with these narrative stats that don't fit. Dear God in heaven, it doesn't fit. And it never will fit. Look, Rising Rhino. LeBron is not a superstar. Period. Matter of fact, LeBron is the most mediocre basketball player I've seen in 25 years. It's all analytics to him. It ain't about championships. It's about analytics and numbers to him. Meanwhile, the king wanted championships. He got 6 of them. Oh, and by the way, he got those 6 in 8 years. LeBron barely, and I repeat, barely has 4 in 15 years.
You fool!
I got nothing left. Now get out of my face, you thirsty. Just.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure.
Hold on. Me and Rising Rhino are going to go back and forth with this. And of course, we do this jokingly because Rhino loves picking on me. Yeah, LeBron has 4 titles. Michael has 6. And he got them in 8 years. How long did it take LeBron to get his 4? 15 years, honestly. LeBron hasn't elevated his game at all. His game is softer than my daughter's pillow. His game is softer than a wet roll of Charmin. There. Putting it to rest once and for all, although I know it's not going to be once and for all. As long as Rhino and I are friends, he's going to keep throwing stuff at me, which I enjoy. Now, except for Rhino, get out of my face, you thirsty. Just.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
Gotta take a break. When we come back, Allison Moran is on the way to talk all things WNBA and women's sports. Hour 2 of the season premiere of Snowman in the Morning continues in a moment.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-973-6121.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day.
Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light-optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Wilson on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young.
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I've got to redo that. I've got to redo that because now the Superdome is not the target. Levi's Stadium is. I'll tell you about that all throughout the course of the season. Well, the Fever is starting to catch fire. The Sky defeated Minnesota, and they got to see him again in Chicago. And there's a wild card team no one is talking about.
Except
we'll
us.
talk about them here. And we're going to do it right now. Oh, you didn't know?
Your ass better call somebody. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Allie, how are you, my dear? Thanks for coming on.
Doing well. Doing well for a Monday. God, I wish my hair looked better. But
it's fine. It's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
You're so kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I never know. My hair's been, uncontrollable, just like my mouth, my entire life. And
30 seconds in.
Yep. So that's just how we do it. Yeah. I am no slave to mousse or gel or anything like that. This is my hair. This is my real hair. My mother's, I love it. Yeah. And my mother's jealous because she's got 98 years old. She still has her hair. Okay. This is a good thing. And it's straight as like a corn stalk. And it looks just like detasseled corn. Okay. So got no idea where the red came from, got no idea where anything else came from. But my dad did have a wonderful, wavy, thick black hair when he was alive. So, and it was salt and pepper when he died at 91. So it was.
Hey, my dad's was salt and pepper too. Okay.
All right. All right.
My dad was salt and pepper too. When he passed away in 2007. And there is a wild card team in the W that no one except us will talk about, and that wild card team is the Washington Mystics.
Yes, yes, the Mystics. How? Why?
Two wild card teams. One of them we made note of at the top of the season, which of course is Golden State.
Yes.
This one coming on lately, the Washington Mystics.
Here's what they had to redo their entire roster. Okay, that's part of the issue with the Washington Mystics. They have been a good team. They certainly have. They fell on hard times, but I think it's just been the mix of the coaching and the personnel that is finally clicking together. Not unlike the Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Which had my jaw dropping on Saturday.
Yep. They beat the league leading Minnesota Lynx.
Yes.
48 hours ago in Chicago.
Yep. I was stunned.
Mm-hmm.
I was going, why? How? What happened? They're mounting an aggressive defense. What happened?
Where the hell did this come from?
Someone got in your head. Someone absolutely got in their head and told them you got to be aggressive when you play Minnesota. You know, I found that out. Indiana, when they walked into Minnesota and beginning at the 7:54 mark of the second quarter, absolutely blitzed them.
Yes. Yes, it was unbelievable. I was looking at it like I was looking at a new team. I mean, Camila Cardoso had a double. She had 17 points and 15 rebounds. When did that ever happen? I mean,
it's a big confidence game for KC. That's a big confidence game.
Beautiful, yeah. It was unbelievable.
To have that kind of impact, and I think that's what Sky fans were calling for, and that's what we were calling for when we did our WNBA preview when they got drafted.
Yes.
To have Reese and Cardoso pull off doubles like on an almost nightly basis, but then something else happened. They ignited the fast break and blitzed Minnesota on the fast break.
That's absolutely right. And that's the thing. Now, Tyler Marsh did mention one thing, though, that he would really like them to work on for the next game, and that was the 19 turnovers for the Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wasn't as bad as the 40 that they notched earlier this year.
This is true.
But
it's so true.
Yeah, but the thing is that they still got the Lynx got 16 points off of the 19 Chicago turnovers. So this is still an unacceptable statistic.
Right.
And the thing is, here's the person who really surprised me the most. I'll give him two. Ariel Atkins led Chicago with scoring 27 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Angel had 11 of 19 points in the first quarter. And finished the game with 11 rebounds, ending the day her 14th double-double of the season and the 8th in a row. And the thing is that you have to hope and pray that this is going to continue for the Sky. I don't know. It was like watching a different team. I'm like, I wonder if Tyler Marsh beat them up individually and said, shook them and said, "Come on."
I didn't see any emotion with Tyler Marsh. When they got it going.
Well,
they got a challenge and a half because they have to see Minnesota again tonight in the same place.
Exactly.
in the same place. Now, it would be something for the Sky to do it, to beat them twice in Chicago with pending trips to Minnesota coming after the All-Star break. But looking at what happened Saturday when the Sky handed Minnesota their 4th loss of the year, and we'll go through the standings in a little while, how big would it be for them to do it back-to-back games?
I would love that, and that would be their 3rd win in a row. I don't think they've had a 3-game winning streak in this entire season, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what? I'm going to call it the Allie Quigley effect. I am going to call. Did you see her banner raising in the rafters when they retired her number? I had tears in my eyes. The thing is, Allie Quigley has done so much for Chicago basketball from the time she was in high school. At Joliet Catholic, as well as when she was at DePaul, and where I first had the opportunity to cover her. And the thing is that between her and Courtney Vandersloot, her wife, they have made Chicago basketball what it is today. There is something in the air when those two are in the room. And I can't say what it is, but, they're rising tides that lift all boats. They have a need to be that. They have a need to lift everybody around them. I can't wait to see what their baby daughter does in future years.
I can't wait to see it either.
Little Jana. I can't wait to see what happens with her. Wouldn't it be funny if she turned out like my kid and just hated sports? Because that's what happened.
We don't know if that's going to around those two. I don't expect that to be true.
I agree.
I don't expect that to be true because with Allie Quigley and the way she flipped DePaul upside down, reminds me of another player which I've spoken of often and is a very dear friend of mine, Shanice Jenkins. When she flipped DePaul upside down. So I had a chance to see two generational players at the point guard position, and then bring not just relevance to DePaul, thank you, Coach Bruno, but just excitement to DePaul women's basketball. So those two got it's a renaissance now.
Yeah, it is
to have Allie Quigley win a championship in Chicago.
Yes,
in Chicago. And as you mentioned, her career and her notice started at Joliet Catholic.
Yes.
Because every record that fell, everybody in the local news area was covering it. And it rang a bell with me. I'm like, wait a minute. Who's this Allie Quigley? Then I saw her play. Then I saw her play. And I said, okay, now I understand the hype with Allie Quigley.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Now, it took a while for her to find her place in the WNBA. You know, she was drafted by the Seattle Storm, and she floated a little bit before coming home to Chicago. And it was there that she found both her groove and her wife. And, and together, the two of them, I mean, if you're in the same room with them, and I have been, and so have you, they have been, they have a chemistry and that is just so incredible. And it's magical to be around that. And it's like nothing's going to stop us now, just like the old Starship song. And
I had the pleasure of interviewing them during my coverage of the Chicago Sky, and let me tell you something, those two just light up a room.
They do.
Okay,
they do.
They simply light up a room. They know their basketball. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. They know their basketball. And they were teammates everyone knows for a long time. But as you said, Allie, it's just something when those two are together, them knowing each other the way that they do and knowing their play the way that they do. And then the first year Chicago got to the WNBA finals when those two figured it out. And we've seen those two play together, and we've seen those two take on one of the best teams in the league in Phoenix in the game that you and I covered. Phoenix was running folks, let me tell you, Phoenix was running away with the game.
Yes.
The Rosemont Horizon was dead.
It is called the All-State Arena.
Yeah.
It's called the All-State Arena, honey.
I know what it's called, but I know what I call it, and that's the Rosemont Horizon.
That's fair. I saw Tina Turner there at that time.
I saw the Rosemont Horizon when they had their old floor down. Rosemont Horizon. and I was also there in 2005 when Illinois made the comeback of all comebacks against Arizona, which leads to this. They were playing Phoenix. This is 2014. They were playing Phoenix, and Phoenix just jumped out to a big lead.
Yeah.
They charged back, and then Allie picked up her third foul. They were playing so tentative, and they couldn't get the ball to Elena for the life of them. But then with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, something clicked, and they raced all the way back from a deficit and won it with a half minute remaining. I look at Allie and she looks at me. Our mouths are agape in the floor. I'm already out of voice.
Oh, yeah.
The question of all questions. You want to talk about a mic drop moment? Here it is. Allie looked at me and asked the question of all questions. how the hell did this happen? I leaned back in my chair and was cracking up laughing.
Oh
before they opened the locker room and we could get our interviews and whatever. Boy, but it's just
this right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Drop.
But the pair of teammates that Chicago has now, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, boy, they could do so much damage if they made one key move. Put Haley Van Lith in the starting lineup, will you please?
Yes.
You know, maybe. I have been somewhat unimpressed with her in recent days, but you know, okay, put Haley Van Lith in. I think that it's going to depend. Like, for example, who are you going to substitute out for that, Brian?
True.
Yeah.
It's just like she's sitting there and she's waiting for her opportunity, and the young basketball mind in me saying, man, put her in and let her be a thoroughbred. But then the logical side of me, and there's a pretty lady behind me that knocked some sense into me, saying asked me that exact same question that you just asked me. Who are you going to take out?
Was that the clunk I heard earlier?
That was the bonk you heard earlier. Yes.
Let me ask you, would you take out Ariel? Would you take out Rachel? Would you? I mean, you got to think who you're going to take out.
Yeah. You got to leave those two in the lineup because they helped get that big victory against Minnesota, and they're going to be huge again tonight.
They're starting to develop a chemistry.
True.
And the thing is that I think that Tyler, for once, did not look like he was a scared deer in the headlights. I've never seen that before with Tyler Marsh. He's looked scared. The sidelines.
Oh my gosh. He was a deer in headlights the first day you went to interview him, for God's sake, okay?
And that's a shock coming from the Aces. I don't know if it's the fact that he didn't have backup. You know, he didn't have Becky Hammond's soothing voice to say, yes, you made the right move, baby. It's okay. You know,
right.
I wonder about that. I really, really do. You know, let's look at this. The Sky are now 7-13 on the season, 4-4 at home, 6-5 against the Western Conference, and 19-28 against the Lynx all time. Okay, my guess is that tonight they'd better come doubly prepared because the Minnesota Lynx ain't no fools. Cheryl Reeve is going to be hopping mad. She was hopping mad at her press conference on Saturday. And my girls didn't come prepared, you know, this kind of a thing. It was it was I mean, you could see it on her face. Her disgust, her loathing, seething disgust. It was just impossible.
She didn't think it was possible for Chicago to pull off that kind of victory.
Of course not.
On Saturday, and boy, she let it loose in the post-game press conference.
Yeah,
I caught a piece of that, and I went.
And
it'll burn your fingers.
And doubly bad for because the just earlier, not that long before Saturday's game, you know that she was jilted. Cheryl Reeve was jilted as the coach of Team Clark, and for the All-Star game this week, and. You gotta think, they have never had a coach's trade in But you got to wonder about this. You've got Team Clark, Caitlin Clark, of course, versus Team Nafisa Collier, Team Collier. And you got to wonder if there was a little mean pleasure in Caitlin Clark saying, I don't know if this is in the rules, but is it possible to trade coaches? Remember that back in 2024, Cheryl Reeve did not pick Caitlin Clark for the Olympic Games.
Right.
And you got to wonder if there's a little twisty knife there that's now in Cheryl Reeve's back because of that.
A knife the size of a katana.
Yeah,
the knife,
fair.
The knife the size of the knife they cut pizzas with down at Giordano's.
Yeah,
that kind of.
That's absolutely
You've seen them when they bring the big old pizza out, and you're wondering how are they going to cut it, and then they come with this knife that's about 3.5 feet long.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
Away from me.
I was about to say pettiness in sports. You don't say that's a real thing.
No possibility. No, especially not for somebody like Caitlin. But
no pettiness in sports, huh? Just ask Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
A little on the nose there, too.
Oh yeah.
Just ask Isaiah Thomas. Our
Just
standings
ask
look
Michael.
like this. Exactly. Your standings look like this. The top 8 from 8-1, as 8 is Golden State at 10-10. 7 is at Washington, 11-10. Indiana holding steady at 6. They're 11-10, and they're a lot better this year than last year, though the inconsistency is starting to improve. We'll talk about that. In the 5th spot is Atlanta, in which Indiana smoked on Friday by 17, 99-82. At 4 is Seattle. 3 is the defending champion New York Liberty. Phoenix is at 2, and at number 1, you know who it is. It's the Minnesota Lynx at now 18-4.
And yet they were defeated by the Sky.
They were. That was their 4th loss of the year.
Yeah. Next, when the standings come out again, or when the power rankings come out, this is going to affect the Lynx.
Yep.
Yes,
it is.
Big time.
It is. Now,
we might find the Phoenix Mercury at number 1. Apologies for the interruption.
You just might find Phoenix in the top spot.
Yeah.
Now about the Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
The last 2 games, something has clicked because Caitlin's shot was not falling, so she worked on her playmaking abilities to the point where she flirted with a double-double on Friday in their destruction of Atlanta. And then on Sunday, she actually got the double-double with 14 points and 13 assists.
Right.
So that little switch by Caitlin Clark with her shot not falling, she worked on her playmaking, and the key, she also worked on driving to the basket.
Yes. Here's what I think is happening with Caitlin right now. I think that groin injury is still affecting her.
Yes.
I think she's got, and so she's coming up with creative ways, even though that she's probably really hurting still, because groin injuries take about 6 weeks to really heal.
6 weeks to 3 months minimum.
Yeah. And so the thing is that I really applaud her ability to continue on. And that's the sign of a great player, that she can, instead of maybe straining that groin injury, figure out a way to get others to the basket who have non-strained groins. And I think it's better. That's better overall for the Indiana Fever as well, because they did do pretty well without her. I think wasn't it like a 50-50 record, something like that?
They're split.
And so you know, they have a good team happening, but just like with the Vander Quigs, when you have Caitlin on the floor, she rises all boats in the same way, and it's so. So this, I think, bodes well for the Indiana Fever standing over the next many weeks. I really believe that, you know, with heading into the All-Star break, it's going to really help. I'll be curious to see what happens at the WNBA All-Star game, and exactly how Sandy Brondello, the coach that Team Clark did get, you know, the coach of the New York Liberty. I'm going to be curious to see how Clark is used in that game. And
if she takes any lessons from what Stephanie White is doing, then it's going to bode well, because if you notice, Clark gets the start and plays about 4.5 to 5 minutes of the first quarter. Then she comes out for Ari McDonald. Huge signing for Indiana and Ari McDonald to have her for the rest of the season. So you give Clark some rest, and it's helped so much to do that top of the quarter, bottom of the quarter sub with Ari McDonald, who is getting used to the offense. You keep Caitlin Clark fresh for the stretch run.
Yeah. Perfect.
I mean, dealing with Caitlin, what she's doing now is reminding me of her early days in Iowa when she was the facilitator and running the offense instead of trying to be the offense.
And that is so huge right now. She is
very good point.
She is running the offense. Matter of fact, 6 players in double figures on Saturday, or Sunday rather. 6 players in double figures on Sunday when they hung 102 points again. Second time they scored 100. Second time they scored 100 this year.
Wow.
Second time they scored 100, and they matched their season high of 102 points. In fact, in that game against Dallas on Sunday, the Fever set a franchise record 64 points in the first half.
Damn.
That's major.
Yeah.
64 points, including 36 in the second quarter. It was a 1-point lead. For those of you who caught the live stream, first of all, thank you for tuning in. It was a 1-point lead, 28-27 at the end of one. And then it was all out war. They bombed Dallas with 36 in the second quarter, 64 for the half. I couldn't believe it when they were putting all the graphics up. This is this is a record.
Here's something. It's one of those things where sometimes you just catch fire during a game, and everything falls. That's the magic in basketball, is that you'll find a stretch. I'm thinking back to the NBA championships when it's like everything was falling for OKC. It's it's such a magic when that happens, and that's exactly what happened to the Fever. Now it'll be fun to see what happens with the All-Star game. I keep going back to that because this is going to be an All-Star game to end all-Star games, because look who you got. Team Clark, you've got, of course, Caitlin, you've got Sabrina Ionescu, you've got Satu Sabali from the Phoenix Mercury, you've got Asia Wilson and Aaliyah Boston all playing together. And I mean, and look at your reserves as well. For God's sakes, you've got Kelsey Mitchell from the Fever, you've got Gabby Williams from the Seattle Storm. She's having a pretty good year out there. You've got the rookie Sonia Citron from the Mystics, and you've got Kiki Irafin from, am I pronouncing that right?
Irafin, yes.
Irafin. Okay, good. Kudos to me.
I've
Yeah.
seen Kiki play at USC.
Yeah.
And I knew she'd be dynamite. Now she's paired with Sonia Citron in Washington, which is why those two are sitting right where they are, climbing up the ladder in the playoff standings.
I'm looking,
bringing it together.
and I am totally looking forward to seeing them, get into more All-Star games. I can't wait to see what happens with the Washington Mystics this season, as we were talking about at the top of the show. I love these two. I love Sonia Citron, and I love Kiki, and I think they're going to be a dynamite combination. And let's see, also Kayla Thornton and Jackie Young. They ain't so bad themselves. I worry. I worry a little bit about Jackie Young, because she's on an Aces team that just doesn't have a rhythm this year. They're not playing for mission or purpose. And those are the two essentials that you have to have in order to have a team. First of all, y'all got to have each other's backs. Everybody knows this, and they're not. They're not yet. And
they are so disconnected.
Yeah.
And they're 2 years removed from winning a title, and they're so disconnected. You can see it in their play. You can see it in how they're approached by Becky Hammond. And you can also see it in their culture. They are not together at all, and that's a frightening thing for Las Vegas.
It is. And for for somebody like Asia Wilson, who is the number one player, as far as I'm concerned, in the WNBA, she can't carry it alone. No. I mean, what do you have to do? Take them out to the woodshed and say, "Look at guys, we are top level talent here. We have a future Hall of Famer coach in Becky Hammond. What is going on?
What's going on? Yep.
Yeah, and I can't put my finger on it yet. Have you?
I can't.
No,
I can't. I mean, after coming off of an exciting victory over Golden State, 104-102, I think you would think a game like that would propel them forward and get them back together. But they've been so inconsistent all year. They're not even in the top 8 in the playoff standings, which is frightening in and of itself, because you're talking about an Aces team that won back-to-back titles, and they're coming off of another playoff appearance. They're not playing the same way that they did a couple of years ago. They're I'll use the word again. It's a disconnect that's going on in Las Vegas, and that's frightening, because if they continue to play this way and they don't make the playoffs, that team could implode and the culture could explode.
You're absolutely right. And what happens to Becky then? It's going to be hard, but maybe after the All-Star break they'll be able to put some purpose back into their game and find their rhythm and their mission, and then they can move forward. I'm the eternal optimist. I think anything can be turned around, and that is my misfortune. But
hey, mine too. Okay. Learned it from Pops. All right.
Yep.
Same. Learned it from Pops. Folks, do me a favor. If you like what you see and what you hear, I'm in the midst of an emergency here in the household, and we need some help. So if you can make a donation via Cash App, $Tallman Dr. K50, that would be totally appreciated. And bonus announcement, I'm going to do that Minnesota Sky game tonight.
All right.
I am just going to put my head to the grind and do both of them. There's a doubleheader scheduled tonight. I will have them both here on the channel. More on that before we close up shop today.
Absolutely.
We're talking about Las Vegas. As Las Vegas's culture is imploding, the Indiana Fever culture is coming together slowly, and that should frighten everybody that has talked mess against Indiana throughout the course of the season. The one term I've used has been inconsistency. Look at the last 2 games and how they have played. the biggest thing that they have done is they have kept their turnovers down. Only 9 turnovers the last 2 games.
You limit the turnovers, you got the game. It's and those are two things that the two things that are the most important in controlling the game. If you limit the turnovers, you have a better chance. Also, your defense had better be on point as well. And knowing Stephanie White, knowing how she emphasizes the complete game, it's going to be very important for them to listen to her. She has a temper. She has a.
Oh, I've seen her temper. I've seen her temper. I mean, you don't challenge her to challenge a replay. Oh boy.
That is for sure. We should talk also, though, in the meantime, about Team Collier and for the All-Star game. And we should talk again. Cheryl Reeve, which is just fine because Fee got her, and that's her home coach, and that's awesome. Okay, so you've got Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream at guard. There's another one. You've got Paige Beckers, Dallas Wings. Okay, I think she's coming. She's coming. She's not there.
Paige Beckers is just about at the cusp of the mount. She's just about there.
Couple more good games, I think she'll be there.
When she gets it all together, watch out for Dallas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm thinking a couple days ago, I said, I was looking at some of the chat boards, and they were all saying, Beckers needs a better coach.
Oh, you saw that one too, huh?
I did, yeah. And I'm going, yeah, probably, but he was the best available at the time, and
it's his rookie season as a coach.
Yeah.
Rookie season as a coach. He has to figure out the players, and he has to figure out a system that'll work for them.
Yeah, and so it's like you said, it's coming. Of course, you've got Fee, you've got Nneka Ogwumike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I? Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike.
Ogwumike. Okay. Sorry about that. I've been trying to pronounce that name for 7 years, and I still can't do.
Look, it took me 7 years to figure it out too. Especially when I started calling games and having to pronounce a name for 40 minutes.
And I haven't called the game yet, so I need to. And with you. And I want to do that at some point soon. And because I think that we would be dynamite doing that.
Oh, I know we will.
Yes.
Matter of fact, if all clears tonight, we'll make it happen.
Yes.
So in the sky, we'll make it happen tonight.
Sounds good. I love it. Let's not forget the at forward from the New York Liberty, Brianna Stewart.
Version of Ray Clay. Okay.
There's only one Ray Clay, baby. He is the best.
Three of my favorite PA announcers, and I've had a chance to meet them all. Tommy Edwards,
yes,
Ray Clay, and of course the king of the thing, Gene Honda.
Oh my God, yes. love them all. Met them all. They were fabulous. And I wondered at their voices after just the introductions at the United Center. I mean, there was almost nothing left, I think, after those, but they kept going nonetheless.
My friend Cole described it best, especially with Ray Clay. When he announced Michael Jordan, all you had to hear was "from North," and then the loud got louder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The loud
You could barely hear the Carolina.
in both places.
From
In both
north.
places, all you had to hear is from north, and the whole place goes even crazier than when the moment they turn the house lights off to start the Bulls introductions, man.
That's so crazy. Even thinking about that sends chills down my spine. I mean, my hair was literally standing on end, even the red stuff up here. It was that kind of feeling. I get the same feeling when Jim Cornelison does the national anthem.
Yes.
You know, either U.S. or Canada, I don't care. They're just one of a kind, and they create the best atmosphere ever for games. So I'm so happy about that. Hey, do you remember when I said that I can't see a place for DeWanna Bonner at the Phoenix Mercury?
Who signed DeWanna Bonner? That would be the Phoenix Mercury.
Reunited, and it feels so good. It was, yes.
You called it. The moment Indiana released DeWanna Bonner, you called it and said, don't be surprised if Phoenix makes a phone call and signs Bonner. Well, they got her.
You're so sweet. Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner are a couple, and I can only think that having the love of her life on the team will make that a better situation. I'm always better with my family surrounding me, so I can only imagine what it will be to have them on the team. Gosh, I've got another great name here. In a corresponding roster move, Mercury forward Murjanatu Musa was waived that to make room for her, because I couldn't figure out who they were going to get rid of to make room for DeWanna, but DeWanna certainly is a player of great note. I mean, she holds the Suns franchise records for the most points in a game. That's Connecticut Sun when she was there. Most points in a game at 41, and most points in a season. Get this, 697 in 2023. My God. That's a lot. Also,
that's massive.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is that Bonner is very familiar to Phoenix. She spent the first 10 years of her career. Remember that she's been around for the last 15 years, 2009 to 2016, and then again 2018 and 19. And she helped bring two WNBA championships to the Valley in 2009 and 2014. And she's a 6-time WNBA All-Star. She's a 2-time All WNBA selection, 3-time Sixth Player of the Year. I mean, her credentials are burnished.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And we'll see. We'll see how those two square off in court, Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. Let's see. I wonder if she's going to be a sixth person or if she's going to be starting.
That's a good question. But her versatility is still there.
Mm-hmm. You don't know. Interestingly enough, there's been some analysis as to why Angel Reese is doing better now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Besides the fact that she's on the cover of NBA 2K2, and that was a nice T-shirt they gave away on Allie Quigley night for for her box. That's always nice. But interestingly enough, because Sloot isn't there, never passed her the ball. Isn't that an interesting observation?
Yep.
I think the main thing, though, is that she's playing more down low, which is her position.
Yes.
You know, and I think that that she can be a lot more aggressive at that, because that's her comfort zone. And I'm pretty sure that Tyler Marsh realized his mistake in putting her, what was it, the number 5 position. It was not right for her comfort zone, and in a building team as the Sky apparently is. The thing is that she really needed to, if she needs to lead, then she needs to be in a position where she's comfortable at leading. And this is the place that's comfortable for her. And
that's the spot. That's her. That's the spot where she needs to be. She needs to be down in the post. And we said that at the top of the year. And something you were concerned about when you mentioned Angel Reese at the top of the year, putting her at the 1 slot, which is leading the offense.
Yeah.
Talk about a situation of a deer in headlights. There you go.
Exactly. And we'll see how this develops. You know, we'll see how it develops tonight. We'll see how it develops over the season. If they can continue on, if they mount the same kind of defense, say against the Mystics, let's see what happens. Right? I cannot imagine what will happen from there. By the way, Angel has also announced that part of the proceeds from did you hear this? She trademarked the word "me bounds." Yeah. Yes. I don't know if you guys had talked about that.
We did.
You did? Okay. Without me, I get it. She has newly trademarked Me Bounds merchandise, and that will go towards the Angel C. Reese Foundation to combat cyberbullying. A greater cause I cannot think of that. So,
I mean, the one thing we hit on when it came to this, when the news broke, was she definitely knows the way to market herself. She's taking the fire that people are throwing at her and flipping it.
She's taking every shot they're throwing at her, and she's flipping it around, and to establish this foundation to help against cyberbullying. Huge, absolutely huge.
And necessary.
Very necessary, because a lot of people don't know. There are people that get cyberbullied that can't do anything about it because they're not allowed to bring it to the light.
Yeah.
I am one of those people.
You
I
bring it to the light, right?
That's what I'm doing with the situation that's going on with me right now, using this platform to bring it to the light. So it's a situation that needs to come to light, and it needs to come to light now.
Yes.
You ignore it anymore, and something fatal happens to someone who is being cyberbullied. You just sit and think of all the ways you could have prevented it, should have prevented it. Well, you can't go could, shoulda, coulda, woulda when you're dealing with cyberbullying, and that's that.
Yeah, that's for sure. The thing is that I have like my kid's been cyberbullied at times, you know, and they are very bold, and
yes, they are.
And they're really not shy about saying exactly what they think, at least to me. But
ain't that the truth? Same here.
Yeah. And but the thing is that, I mean, I remember getting bullied in school, and that was bad enough. And I think that, you know, the one thing that anybody should remember is that these are people, the bulliers are the people who were abused. They were the people they are lashing out for no good reason, and it's on them. It's not on us.
Exactly.
It's not on the bullied. It's on the bullier. We are better.
The bully has tried his best for the last 10 years to get me off the air, and it sort of kind of didn't work because I'm still here.
Yeah.
And
the giant bird has been delivered to that person.
Oh yeah,
excellent.
Every morning. We're out of time, but Allie, I will see you tonight. As the Sky and the Lynx will do battle, Allie will join me for the call this evening. I can't wait for it, my dear. Cannot wait.
Same here. Same here. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I'll see you again. Mwah.
See you again.
Love.
Here's a quick tale. The person who is in the process of cyberbullying me loves to make up different names. He loves to make up different profiles and try to attack me from every turn. Block and delete has been good to me for a time, but to the person who I know watches this program and finds ways to try to use things against me, your time is coming. Okay? And it's gonna be very legal.
We all know people are going through the cyberbullying. Let me put it this way. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. You can't get rid of us. We're staying, and you got to deal with it.
We're not going anywhere, and no one can make us go anywhere. I mean, he was almost successful when I was living in LaPorte, Indiana, and everything closed in on me, especially at the tail end of the stuff that I was going through personally. Walls nearly collapsed, but they didn't. And they're not going to collapse now. We're getting out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. Always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. And remember, it's the Sky and the Lynx bonus WNBA coverage with Allison Moran, and that is tonight. So long, everybody. We ain't going nowhere, and you can't stop us.
Joel Embiid, you still a bitch. Bye.